everybody, Natasha Wilkinson here, your independent Scentsy consultant from Mount Isa, Australia. If you are new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. So, we have been going through our Autumn-Winter 2022 catalogue, and I've been taking you on a journey through each of our fragrance families and telling you what will be coming back or new or returning in our Autumn 2023 catalogue, which will be available for purchase for 6 months from the 1st of March. So, today's category, we're going to talk about the floral category. And when I first joined Scentsy, and my first few videos where I was doing this, you would have clearly heard me say floral was probably my favorite category when I first joined Scentsy. My nose has since changed and my favorite category is now by far bakery. But when I did first join, floral was the, I guess, fragrance family category that I was drawn to and that I would purchase mainly of. And I probably, unless it came to me in a whiff box or came to me in one of my kits, really didn't gravitate towards any of the other categories. But now my scent preference has changed. As I said, bakery is definitely my favorite category. I still do enjoy a good floral, but for me, floral is something I warm more in summer than I do in the other months. So, Scentsy described floral as fantasy to real life floral bouquets, includes notes like hibiscus, lilac, rose and freesia. And I do find with the floral category, you're either a floral lover or you're not a floral lover. And there are different types of florals. So I also find that while some people maybe not necessarily drawn to a powdery floral, they might like the fruity florals or the sweeter florals. So there are different types of florals too, which to me makes the floral category always interesting. But as I said, for me, floral is something I'm typically drawn to more in summer than in any other part of the year. So, the first scent we're going to talk about is Bora Bora Blossom. And this is Get Lost in a Barbie combination of succulent island fruits, lush orchid, balanced with a kiss of fresh green leaf violet. Now, I've brought this with all intentions of warming it because the testers to me smell like it's going to be a really nice, sweet, fruity, tropical floral. But I've never actually warmed Bora Bora Blossom. It's a staple in our catalogue, autumn, winter, spring, summer, and I just tend to glaze over it. But on cold, it smells like it would be a floral that I myself would personally enjoy. As I said, it smells fruity and tropical and sweet. Just this perfect mixture of fruit and floral. The next one we're going to talk about is, again, another one I don't think I've worn. For someone that tells you that floral was their favorite fragrance, a lot of them I haven't warmed, is Coconut Vanilla Orchid. And this is another staple in our catalogue, autumn, winter, spring, summer. And it is alluring orange zest, coconut milk and silky vanilla orchid. Oh, my eye is watering. I do apologise. My hay fever's playing up. We've got a very drizzly, rainy day today and it's kind of set off my hay fever a little bit. So again, to me this is another fruity floral, but it's more powdery. Bora Bora Blossom is more sweet. This, with the orchid note in it, comes across a little bit more powdery in the floral note to me. The next one I have warmed, I do not have a bar of though, and that is Forever Frangipani. And this is also another catalogue staple that tends to stay in our autumn, winter and spring summer catalogue, and it is Forever Frangipani is Fall for Frangipani, romanced by juicy orange and crisp apple. Now, when I first picked up this, I wanted this to smell like the actual frangipani flower. I wanted it to bring back memories of my father's place. He has one big white frangipani tree and one big red frangipani tree at Christmas time that blooms at his place, and I absolutely love how those flowers smell. But to me, this does not smell like frangipani. It smells to me, when I was warming, more like when you break open the leaves of the frangipani or the stem of the frangipani, there's this white glue, and it smells more like that green white glue you get from the frangipani tree, not the flower itself. It is a lot more greener than I was expecting. It's just missing that sweetness of the actual frangipani flower, and I was quite disappointed in this, and so it never became a repurchase for me after warming that one bar. And even smelling the tester, I still get that frangipani tree before it has come in bloom and before those beautiful sweet flowers have started to bloom on the tree. I get the green leaves and I get that milky white gluey stem that you find when you break it open. Just a little bit too green for me. So the next one is hibiscus pineapple, and this is hibiscus pineapple and a touch of sweet mandarin tail and enchanting tropical tail. And this is actually another one that I haven't actually warmed through myself, but I feel like this is another fruity floral, but it's more heavier on the fruits than it is on the floral. I can pick up a lot of the citrus notes in here, the pineapple and that orange, or mandarin, sorry, not orange. So it's a fruity floral, but it's not citrus heavy like Hey Tiger Lily. Hey Tiger Lily, you have the orange at the forefront and then the floral in the background. The floral is at the forefront, but you can still definitely smell that pineapple and definitely smell that mandarin in here. So the next one, now I am going to show you a tester. I did have a bar of this, but I've recently just warmed it in my bedroom, and this is the first time I've actually warmed it. And I was holding on to, if I could just grab it from my empties, I was holding on to this bar for a couple of catalogue seasons. So it's got this beautiful blue colour and the wax is normally white. But the next one is Honeymoon Hideaway. And again, all of these that I've so far read, they're ones that typically stay in our catalogue all year round. Hibiscus pineapple actually might leave us in the spring, summer. I'd have to check, which we will be further along in this video. But most of these, I feel that I'm reading off, are just catalogue staples to us all year round. I know Honeymoon Hideaway is, I know Bora Bora Blossom is, I know Forever Frangipani is, I'm not quite sure. And I have a feeling Coconut Vanilla Orchid and Hibiscus Pineapple are, but I'll have to check about them ones. But we're about to talk about Honeymoon Hideaway, and that is Escape to a Secluded Retreat of Dew-Kissed Lily and Tart Sweet Kiwi shaped by Coconut Palm. So here were my initial thoughts before warming this. I'd heard so many reviews of how beautiful this was, but how light it was. And even in the tester and even in the clamshell, when I was holding onto it, I could hardly smell anything. It was very, very light in those clamshells. And I wasn't expecting much when I put it in my room. I was expecting something quite light, but it wasn't. I think I had this, maybe it was because I had it sitting in my stash for a good 6 months to 12 months, so I had let it cure. But when it warmed in my room, it was absolutely beautiful, and I had wished I had picked this up sooner and warmed this sooner. This is definitely going to be a repurchase for me. So On cold, it also didn't smell much to me either. It smelled like it was going to be a green fruity floral, a little bit green stemmed to my nose, and I thought I was going to have a similar reaction to what I had with Forever Frangipani, that I was just getting a lot of the green and not enough of the floral. That lily, and that, I don't know if it was the lily and the kiwi fruit, but it was absolutely phenomenal. It was a really sweet, pretty, fruity floral, and it was also fresh. That coconut palm added a freshness to it. It wasn't long lasting, but while it lasted in my room, I could definitely smell it throughout my room. I probably got about a day and a half out of this, and I'm not mad at a day and a half, because I have so much wax, and usually by day 2 to 3, usually by day 3 I'm wanting to change my wax out for something different. But I really enjoyed this. As I said, definitely a repurchase for me, Honeymoon Hideaway. And it wasn't light as I was expecting when it was warming, so it did perform a lot better than I expected as well, which I am pleasantly surprised about. So the next one, which I'm surprised I don't have a bar of, is our best seller in our catalogue, spring, summer, autumn, winter, and that is Luna. So Luna is white florals, jasmine, sweet pea and freesia, juicy berries and sandalwood shimmer in moonlight. This is just a beautiful, sweet, soft floral. The sandalwood adds a little bit of a warmth, makes it a little bit romantic. Jasmine, you can't go wrong with jasmine. It's just this gorgeous, perfumey, sweet floral. For those that do not like floral, I feel like, again, this is one of your staple scents, along with black raspberry and vanilla, along with Amazon Rain. You can't go wrong with gifting to someone if you don't know what their scent preference is. For even those that don't like floral, I find a lot of people will still enjoy Luna. So the next one, it was new to our catalogue last spring, summer. It retired autumn, winter, and it has made a return back this spring, summer. So for this scent, I feel like this is going to be the season that will make or break this as a catalogue scent. I feel like this is going to make or break this as a catalogue scent as to whether it's going to stay in our catalogue, and that is Moonflower Dreams, and this is soft lavender and musk, float like a cloud over night blooming moonflower. So this is a very soft lavender, as the description says. It's a sweeter lavender, and that musk kind of adds this sweet perfumey note to it as well. Really beautiful as a bedroom scent in my opinion. So the next one has been in our catalogue for the last few go rounds, and that is Opal Flowers, and this was originally a scent of the month. So it is lush raspberry and kind with flowering lily of the valley and soft rose petals, shines like a precious stone. Again, another fruity floral, but you definitely get the lily of the valley, making it a little bit aquatic and a little bit watery in that fruity floral note. And the next one is new to our catalogue this season, Peace Lily Be With You. White peace lily and green apple harmonise with watery greens and a touch of vanilla. So this to me smells like it's going to be a green, sweet, watery floral. It is quite green when I'm smelling this, but then I was pleasantly surprised with the Dew Kiss Lily in Honeymoon Hideaway. So if that shines through on warming, it could sweeten up a little bit. And then the next one, also new to our catalogue, soaking rays, feel the sunshine as bright mandarin and orange flower, bask in the ocean air. So this is heading away from your sweet florals, away from your sweet fruity florals to the bright floral. So it's a bright floral. There's a little bit of a soapy note about this one. And that ocean air is kind of adding a sharpness to the brightness in the floral with this. And the next one, which is also another bestseller, is Sweet Pea and Vanilla, which is ambience of raspberry and sweet pea petals with vanilla. So this is again a very fruity floral, the raspberries making it quite tart as well. But a sweet fruity floral is what I typically get from Sweet Pea and Vanilla. So they are the floral fragrances that will be coming to our new catalogue. So if I were to create a bundle and save 6-pack just based on the floral categories, what would be my go-to bundle and save 6-pack? Well, I'm going to have to say right off the bat, Honeymoon Hideaway would be my number one. As I said, that totally threw me for a loop, and it has probably become my favorite floral out of this whole selection. My second one would be Moonflower Dreams. That is one that I did really enjoy last spring, summer, warming in my bedroom. So I'm going to go Bora Bora Blossom for number 3. What I smell, I really do like. I just have to get around to warming it. Number 4. I guess I will go Luna. You can't go wrong with a classic. So Luna would be my number 4 pick. Now, number 5. So number 5, I'd probably go Opal Flowers. It is a little bit watery green, but I feel like this is going to be, even though we're going into our autumn winter catalogue, something that I typically like to warm spring summer. As I said, florals for me are more spring summer. They're not really autumn winter, but this is a nice bathroom laundry fresh florally scent that I would warm probably now till April maybe, before I start really delving more into my preferred winter scent. So that's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and number 6. Number 6, I'd probably go Sweet Pea and Vanilla. You can't go wrong with just a classic fruity floral scent, and I feel like that would be my pick out of the fruity florals that are left behind. So that would be my ultimate 6-pack if I were to choose just from our floral scents. So it is saying my battery's flat on my iPad, so I am trying to rush through a little quicker. I do apologize if I am speaking a little bit too quick. Let's delve into our current catalogue. This is what is currently available until the end of this month, and we'll talk about what is leaving. So yes, Coconut Vanilla Orchid, as I said, is one that does continue on. I was correct about that, as I was Hibiscus Pineapple. So apart from the 2 new ones in Moonflower Dreams, everything else kind of just shuffled on from one catalogue to the other here with our floral section. So let's talk about what is leaving from the catalogue that if you love, you still have a chance to stock up on until the end of the month or add it to a Scentsy Club subscription. So we have Velvet Moon, which was new to the catalogue, and that is soft vanilla flower and white musk glow behind a silky layer of foggy mist. So that was new this season. I have a feeling we will see it back, in all honesty, next spring, summer, because I have a feeling this was liked well enough. It did go into my Scentsy Club because I do enjoy that one. But I have a feeling it was like well enough to give it at least one more shot to see how it goes in the catalogue, and then we'll be back next spring, summer. All the rest are continuing on. So that's the only one we're saying goodbye from in our current spring, summer catalogue. What floral scents did not return from our last autumn, winter catalogue? So, green tea and jasmine, and that was a bestseller, but they did not return it to our new autumn winter catalogue, even though it was a bestseller. So we have said goodbye to green tea and jasmine. Sun-soaked petals, which was also classified as a bestseller, we also have said goodbye. So obviously the two bestsellers that were bestsellers to the previous autumn winter 2021 obviously didn't sell very well in 2022, because they were the two that we actually said goodbye to. The rest, as I said, have followed through from catalogue to catalogue. So that was the floral section of our new catalogue. I hope you enjoyed that section. I look forward to speaking to you again very soon. So the next section I feel that we might talk about the citrus section, the next section. So until then, stay safe and bye for now.